Recently, I was listening to a podcast with Brody Smith, and I thought that he said something that was very relevant and important to talk about with the state of today's game and how it's being played. Just kidding, that's not what he said. It's a joke. Keep watching the rest of the video. Now in the podcast, Brody Smith talks about how his stock shot is no longer gonna be a hyzer flip up to flat. For the longest time, he's hyzer flipped his disc flat to turn or whatever it needs to be for the hole. But with the state of the game, that might not be the best shot anymore because the top players in the world are not throwing hyzer flips. Calvin Heimburg, Gannon, Buhr, they're not really throwing these hyzer flip up to flat, hyzer flip up to turn. What they're doing is they're throwing overstable to stable discs, flat to a little bit of anhyzer. Now the reason for this is simple. When you're throwing an overstable to stable disc, flat or on a little anhyzer on some flex shots, your disc is gonna react more consistently in the same way every time. To whereas if you're throwing an understable disc on hyzer, hoping it pops up flat and turning, then there's a lot of room for error. So let's go out on the course. I'm gonna show you how I throw flat to anhyzer shots with overstable discs, and then I'm also gonna show you kind of where and when to throw them when you're out on the course. Now let me just say this before I get roasted in the comments. If you're a hyzer flip turnover player, one, I'm jealous of you because that's really hard to do. And two, don't listen to a chump like me. Do your thing, queen or king. Is that what the kids are saying these days? I'm getting old. When I'm throwing my flat shot, I've got my heel turned, got my hips rotated back, I'm engaging this leg, and I'm pulling through and letting go through the shot. Now when I throw my hyzer shot, I'm doing the exact same thing. Got my leg turned, loaded up on this leg. Well, all I'm doing is bending my torso down like this, bending my hips, pulling through the exact same way through the shot. Now an anhyzer is the exact same thing. If you could throw the exact same shot with your hyzer, your flat shot, and your anhyzer, and all you're changing is your hips, then you're gonna be a very consistent player. So I'm lining up this anhyzer shot, keeping it simple, loading up, reaching back, but instead I'm just turning my hips back a tiny bit. My chest is pointing a little bit more towards the horizon than it is flat. Rotating my hips through, following through the shot. So it's the exact same shot, hyzer, flat, and hyzer. All that I'm doing is rotating my hips.
Bruh.
Don't get annoyed when I say the word simple. I know it's cringe, a little crusty, a little moist, but keep it simple, stupid. Kiss. Keep it simple, stupid. That's what I have to tell myself every time I play disc golf. Now on this shot, there's water right behind it, so I need good distance control, which means I want to throw an overstable disc so it gets to the ground quick. Gets to the ground quick and really throw not a huge flex shot, but your flex shot doesn't have to be huge. You can throw an anhyzer without it getting a big S turn. You just want it to pop up a little bit to the right, come back to the left. Instead of flipping up something flippy and letting it just kind of flip up to flat and glide in there. That was really good. I hope that you saw it on camera. Threw it out on an anhyzer, glided to the right around the trees, came back in and bit strong right next to the basket. I actually want to go, let's go check where that one is, because that one was good. So the tee pad is right over there. Flexed it on a little anhyzer around that tree. And then it came, finished strong to right here, and we've got 25 footer. And the question is, can I make that? Now, you could take my advice on a flex shot. I feel comfortable giving you advice on how to throw a flex shot. That was really good. Please, if I come out with a putting video tips too soon, don't listen to it, okay? Give it a couple months, let me get my putting more dialed in, and then you can listen to it because I will probably miss that 25 footer. Let's give it a shot. Lord, please let me make the shot. Dang it. Hey, there we go. So now that I've given you my 2 cents on how I like to teach and how I like to throw the flex shot, let's work our way down this fairway with a couple different shots and show you when to use a flex shot, starting off with a tee shot. So we're gonna aim at this tree right here. But we're gonna try to get the disc to flex over into this gap, but then finish back over around that area right there. If that makes any sense. Or don't do that at all. See, I don't always get on the first try. I did not throw that on an Anheuser at all. I was standing straight up. Let's take this one, lean back a little bit, and get some angle on that sucker. There we go. Dialed. And these shots are great for, I wouldn't say max distance, but you can get a lot of distance because it has to come out with an overstable disc. So it has a lot of time to come out and finish. With an understable disc, you can get a little bit more distance because you're flipping it up, you're getting a full flight, but you can still get a lot of controllable distance with an overstable disc on an Anheuser on a flex shot. So we're on the same hole, and let's say my disc landed here. Let's say I shanked it. I gotta work this disc to the right, but I want it to get back to the left. So flex shots are great for scrambling. Get your butt out of here. I didn't see where it finished. Did you see where it finished? Throw flex shots when you're scrambling, practice them. It's gonna be so important when you start playing in tournaments, or if you are playing in tournaments, learn how to throw a flex shot when you're scrambling. And also, please tell me to stop rambling. I feel like I'm rambling when I talk. I need to learn how to scramble, not ramble. Let's throw one more so we can get a better one. There we go. That one felt really good. Player 2 is a genius. Let's talk about little approach shots. You can throw little flex shots on your approach shots to get a straighter flight because you're not throwing it very hard. So might as well just give it a little bit of Anheuser, let it drift, and just fall to the ground like this. Drift, fall to the ground. You don't need it to come back. Pop it out, drift over, land softly. So that's what we're gonna do right here. Oh, that just hit the basket. All right, let's try that one more time. There we go. Oh, go in. Dude, flex shots on approach. Sum that one up real nice and easy. So let's summarize. Keep it simple, stupid. KISS. Gotta tell myself that every day. When I'm eating breakfast, when I'm throwing flex shots, keep it simple, stupid. And then second, where to throw a flex shot. You can get big distance out of flex shot while being controllable. Scramble shots and approach shots, great for flex shots. Thanks for watching. Hit the bell notifications, maybe like, maybe comment. I would appreciate it. And subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Go throw some flex shots. Calvin Heimburg, I'm still waiting for you to see one of these videos so you'll accept my basketball putting competition. We can putt on a tall basket, a mini basket, or a real basket. I don't care. I'll take you on any day of the week. Somebody send this to them. We'll play. Maybe we'll play a real one-on-one. I don't care. See you next time.